to the live Mr. Joshy J video, where today I'm going to be talking about Manchester United plans during the winter break. I do plan staying live for about an hour or so, so jump in and get involved. If you are watching live, make sure you are sharing and hitting that subscribe button as it gets my video out there. So many thanks for tuning in for this live Mr. Joshy J video and me talk about Manchester United. I'm going to talk about how we got lucky against Tottenham and how we got lucky, by getting a point, and also why Erik Ten Hag should be sacked still. So right, let's get into it. Actually, no, Manchester United yesterday, they got absolutely outplayed by Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur had a few injuries, but they absolutely taken us apart. They absolutely hammered us and battered us pillar to post. They literally had so many chances. If Son Heung-min was fit and say James Maddison, we would have absolutely lost that game. That result to me just completely papers the cracks. But you'll still have fans getting all hyped up about it. That we didn't lose the game. Oh, we didn't lose the game. Just be positive. Be happy. No, I'm not happy because this is our worst position in the league and also our lowest points total ever. So the standards I hold, I demand better. It's as simple as that. I say it how it is. I call out the BS. I don't say anything just a click and hues. Where me, I just say it how it is. Because I'm not on any big fan channels where I'm getting paid to actually say something. No, this is coming straight from the heart that what I mean is happening at my beautiful football club. I well and truly mean it. I don't do anything for click and hues. I just flat out say it how it is. And you have all these fan channels on YouTube infesting the Manchester United fans into so much bollocks, honestly. That is why fans on social media chat absolute bollocks. And that's why I do not have the time and day to listen to it, honestly. I only want to listen to YouTubers who talk about factual information, say like Eunice, a Chelsea fan, Lee Gunner, an Arsenal fan. They're the only ones I love listening to because they give factual information. The facts don't lie. They really don't. This is possibly the worst Manchester United team I've ever seen in my life. And I've been supporting the club for about 24 and a half years. And I know the standards of this football club, that is nowhere near good enough the way we're performing at the moment. Even with Sir Jim coming in with Ineos and that, it's not going to fix our problems overnight. It will take time. I get that. But if you want to win the Premier League title, you need to get back on top of things and fast. Otherwise, you're going to fall further behind. It's as simple as that. But Erik Ten Hag still in the Manchester United job, to me, is an absolute disgrace. I mean, just why is he still in the Manchester United job? He keeps talking about Anthony saying he's got mental health problems and that. Stop waffling and talking about the players. They clearly do not care about you. You're just saying that because you want to remain in the job and still get paid by this football club. You don't give a shit about the football club. Get in the bin, seriously. I've absolutely had enough of this clueless manager, this absolute fraud and a clown, honestly. Sick and tired of it. Just listening to waffle in his press conferences and everything. Erik Ten Hag is well and truly out his depth, and it proved it yesterday. That second half was so lethargic by Manchester United. I know we didn't lose the game, but we should have lost. Tottenham were a much better team. Oh, be happy! You drew! You got a point from the game! Shut up! Get in the bin! Seriously! Stop listening to this bollocks from other fan channels that you are happy with what you're listening to. Just do not give them the time and day. I'm not attacking them one bit because at the end of the day, these fan channels are a business and they need to make their money. But it's just what they've done to this fan base is the reason why instead of the standards being up here, they are down here on the floor because the biggest United fan channels on YouTube, the United Stand, the Stretford Paddock, the United View are the reason why the standards are absolutely 100% on the floor at this beautiful historic football club. Well, we're not acting like a historic football club at the moment. It's as simple as that. We're just not. And the sooner we sack this Dutch clown, the better, because he's absolutely useless. Out his depth. Stop talking about the players. They clearly do not care about you. Just get out of here. You're not needed. You're not the one to take us forward. But there's no proper managers out there. Bollocks, there are proper managers out there. You just gotta find the right one. To me, I'll go for someone out of the box, you know. For example, go for Thomas Frank or someone like that. They can't do any fucking worse than managers we've bought in recently. Choose someone from outside the box. That's what I would do, you know. Give someone else an opportunity instead of going for a high profile manager where you're just bringing in the money and the numbers. Go for someone different. Show you are a serious football club and bring me in a good manager, but someone outside of the box. It's as simple as that. The longer he stays here, the further we're going to drop down that Premier League table because we are absolutely nowhere at the moment. It's as simple as that. Manchester United are not going to get in the top four in this season. We're not winning the FA Cup. The reason why we got to two finals last year, right, was because we had such an easy route to the final. Once we played Man City in that final in the FA Cup last season, they absolutely battered us. We were no match for them. So getting to the final in the League Cup last season, to me, just papers the cracks. I mean, Tottenham had so many players out injured yesterday or suspended, whatever, but they still battered us. Just imagine Son Heung-min was playing, James Maddison. I mean, there are other Kulusevski who's been doing outstanding recently. Two people watching. Let me know down below if you're watching because I want to start seeing your comments because I am live, so you can ask me anything. I love doing these live videos because I can interact with you guys and I can talk out the shambles of my football club live because Manchester United, growing up, I watched us win trophy after trophy after trophy. Us Manchester United fans, we felt spoiled, but unfortunately, them days are now gone where we felt spoiled because we're not a serious football club anymore. We do not act like a serious football club. The Glazers have absolutely made the football club. They've run it to the ground. They're not maintaining Old Trafford. That's why it's falling down. That's why you have rival fans saying Old Trafford is falling down. I mean, come on, man. Do we seriously have to listen to that? Start acting like an elite football club again. And let's get the standards back up to here instead of being down on the floor. It's as simple as that. Raise the bar high. Raise the standards. Say you want action. Look at Reading fans, for example. They were throwing tennis balls onto the pitch the other day. And also Port Vale fans joined in the protest as well. That is what you call a protest. So fans should start taking the leaf out of Reading's book, really, to be honest. That's the only way you're going to get the Glazers out of this football club is if you up the ante and tell them this isn't good enough. I mean, number 8 has been so poor recently. He goes missing in the big games. And 21 is absolutely useless. And this clown has the audacity to say, oh, he's got mental health problems. That's why he isn't playing well at the moment. Well, you're the one who brought him in to this football club. I mean, seriously, this absolute. The day he is sacked, I am going live and absolutely roasting all the people who were backing this manager, honestly, because I warned people in the start of this season that it was going to absolutely peak, and I got it spot on. So far, it has been absolutely peak. It's as simple as that. Nowhere near acceptable for the level of Manchester United Football Club. Signing Mason Mount, giving him the number 7 shirt. It's like, get out of here, man. Seriously, this football club has no mentality. Just accepting being a mid-table side. The fans are just accepting mediocrity because of like Twitter and the 3 biggest fan channels on YouTube is why, as I said before, the standards are absolutely on the floor in this football club. Tottenham, like I said, if Son Heung-min was playing so many other players, I reckon they would win at about 4-2 or 3-1, something like that, because absolutely nowhere near acceptable. The standards at Manchester United Football Club, we should be aiming for titles, not talk about, oh, we're going to finish top 4 in that. Aim for the league title. We've not won it for 11 years now. It's absolutely ridiculous, but we are not winning that league title anytime soon because we don't act like a serious football club. Even with Sir Jim and Ineos coming in, owning 25% of the club, will not fix all our issues. 100% ownership would. That is why the Glazers should have sold to Qatar. But they wouldn't because they're too fucking stubborn and want to stay in charge of this beautiful football club where I've absolutely had enough of it, honestly. Just these cunts in the football club, honestly, I've absolutely had enough of them. But, you know, it's just like absolutely ridiculous where the standards have fallen a Manchester United club, honestly. Oh, good evening, Jamie or Jimmy. Evening, mate. Sorry I'm late. Bloody recycling bin night. We had our recycling today, so yeah, my recycling's all gone now. But yeah, I mean, Manchester United, if we were a serious football club, we would compete for the title every season. You may not win it every season, but give it a go. Go for it. Like Arsenal, they should be competing for the title every season. But they probably won't win it every season, but they should give it a go at least. They did well last season, but in the end, they bottled it. It's as simple as that. Because once their best player got injured, William Saliba, their title hopes went absolutely down the drain, and they didn't have the squad depth to keep up. It's as simple as that. But that game yesterday, to me, I am not impressed with a draw. It's like we should have went for all 3 points, but the second half was absolutely boring. We were not good in that second half at all. Absolutely nowhere near good enough. The standards I hold to this football club, I know for sure that was not acceptable performance yesterday. Fans may be hyping it up, right? We got a draw, but or not. To me, it was still an absolute shit performance, and I'm not happy. Fans thinking, oh, it's a positive because we got a point against Tottenham. To me, it's a point further away from the top 4 because we absolutely just did not look good in that second half at all. I mean, at the moment, like I said, number 8 goes completely missing in the big matches, so he's not captain material anyway. The standards of Manchester United captain, you've got to be doing much more. And number 8 is simply not the one to be captain. Why can't this football club and this Dutch clown see that Bruno is not a good leader? I mean, goodness me, man. Honestly, this football club have no ambition whatsoever. I felt spoiled, like I said, when I was little watching this football club growing up. Now, it's like we're nowhere near the same football club. Social media has a big part to play in the three biggest fan channels. We have signed some awful players. Jadon Sancho was meant to be a superstar, but also, Sancho, he's gone on loan to Dortmund, which I think that's a fantastic move for him. But obviously, why couldn't he do it in Manchester United? To me, he was not played in the correct position. And Erik ten Hag is the bully because look how many players he's fallen out with. He let David De Gea go, our Golden Glove winner last season. He let Cristiano Ronaldo go, where he actually was telling the truth and talking the full truth, not talking BS. Yeah, he's a bully. The sooner this clown is out, the better. I know there's not top level elite managers really available at the moment, but I just want someone else in. I'm sick and tired of seeing this absolute Dutch fraud. I was one of the first ones to call it out saying that he wasn't good enough, and I got stick, which I was expecting, but a few are starting to wake up now. We need more to wake up and know that this manager cannot take us further. It's as simple as that. But if you replace the manager, we're back to square one. Player power plays a big part, but to me, Erik ten Hag is the reason why the players are not on his side. The players aren't listening to him because Ten Hag is an absolute bully. Right, let's get back to some of your comments. And it's icy as well. Then along the grass, do not risk any injuries. Yeah, wise advice. Also, Shaka stupidly lost his head at Anfield when they were 2-0 up cruising. Look at what happens. Yeah, and that's another key factor why Arsenal didn't win the league last season. I saw the highlights. How the hell did Richarlison win that header? I swear there's like 7 United players around him. I mean, mate, look, our marking from set pieces this season has been absolutely fucking abysmal. And I'm absolutely sick and tired of it. Why aren't we marking? What on earth is going on in training? Seriously. It's like, I'd love to know what is going on behind the scenes. What is this fraud doing? And what is his coaching staff doing? Because clearly the players don't have a clue what they're doing. And he's part of the problem, and also the players are as well. Top 4, we got no chance of top 4. I mean, will we be in Europe at all? Could we slip further down the table? I mean, it's a possibility, the way we're playing this season. We're not playing good at all. We've had moments, where we scored some good goals and that, but our finishing is atrocious. We scored 2 goals yesterday, which is great in that, but I still don't think Højlund and Rashford had the best of games despite scoring them goals. You've got to be honest and say it how it is. That they were not good enough still. It's as simple as that. Rashford has been shocking recently. Yes, it's a good goal he scored, but he was still bang average during the game, and so was Rasmus Højlund. And Maddison, Spurs have missed him, and they're only going to get better when he comes back. But Ange Postecoglou deserves credit the way he's got that team playing. Manchester United, when Ten Hag first come in, we're playing outstanding football, And since we won the Carabao Cup last season, our football's just gone backwards, and he's taken a step backwards as well, which is why massive change is needed. I believe we're waiting now until we suffer a big defeat. Once we suffer a big defeat, he is out of here faster before you can say, oh, I'm on the plane back to Holland. Because I believe another big defeat, that's the final straw. And that's when we'll part company. I really hope so. We won the trophy last season. Great, right? That's the number one aim. Win a trophy, which we done. Cool. But this season, we're not winning a trophy. But I've seen the positives. You got to two finals last season. You won the trophy. And what? And what? I don't care about that. I care about this season. And this season, we're not getting anywhere. So this is why we need, with Sir Jim, is to appoint a manager who knows what they're doing. I get Roy Keane in as a coach and just scare and wanting to play him well. Harsh, but needed at this point. Oh, I tell you what, he would set the standards. Not good enough to be manager, but just to be a coach, he will set the standards, I tell you. I have a rant about Newcastle and their fans in my latest FIFA 98 episode today, if you're interested, mate. I'll look at that later, mate. You know, after I have a spare few minutes. But yeah, I mean, just Manchester United, we've had some quality players. When I seen Ruth Van Nistelrooy, Robin Van Persie, David Beckham, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Gary Neville, Phil Neville, Ronaldo when he was in his prime. We've had so many top players, and these days we just seem to have, by an average, that is how far we've fallen as a football club, and it breaks my heart, it really does, but I'm not giving up. I care about this football club. This is why I call out the bullshit on YouTube. Lee Gunner, last week he started a show called Arsenal Mutant Twitter, and it's absolutely gold, where he is putting these fake accounts in the bin for chatting absolute bollocks. Lee, big up to you, my guy. Honestly, keep saying it how it is. And I will carry on this channel saying it how it is. Others do not have the balls to say it how it is because they're just interested in getting paid the big bucks, you know, making a living, you know, fine, that's what you want to do. But me, I rather get popular by saying it how it is and doing it my own ways because, you know, I just do not like chatting bollocks. I like talking factual information, which if you were watching football back in my days, you know, I've been following Manchester United for 24 and a half years, right? You would know where I'm coming from, that the standards are on the floor. But new football fans, they just wouldn't. They would just accept mediocrity, which is why us fans who supported the team for a long time, we got to maintain the standards. We need to try and inspire the future generation that they should be holding higher standards. But unfortunately, because of how much bollocks is spoken on Twitter, we will not see that. But I'll carry on raising the standards. I'm not changing anytime soon. Even bloody Patrice Evra, Liverpool had sorted themselves out by the point in the Bands era. Like Ty from AFTV, excuses every time they lose. Refs mainly, he blames the rain. I mean, that guy, honestly, he is so deluded. I don't watch AFTV anymore because I've had enough of listening to fans chatting absolute bollocks. Same as I don't really watch the United Stand anymore. I watch a little bit of Mark Goldbridge and Beth sometimes, but they're only two. The rest I couldn't give a fuck about. Honestly, the rest are good. Our sex Robbie with the nonsense he's put up with on that channel. Oh yeah, look, he's had to put up with a lot. Big up to him, you know. He's making money off that channel. He makes a living out of it. So fair play, he has had to deal with a lot. But if you are watching live, like I said, to make sure you are sharing this stream on Twitter and that, because it does get more attention out there. Obviously, Twitter is now X, but I never call it X. It will always be Twitter in my book, because X is such a stupid name, honestly. It's like, I don't understand it. I really don't. But Patrice Evra, he was absolutely amazing defender. Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, these days when I see that back line of Varane, Evans, Maguire, Lindelof, no comparison whatsoever. They are absolutely levels above the back line we have right now. The defence we had in the Sir Alex Ferguson era, levels above. the back line, I mean, Johnny Evans, at times he's done decent, but yesterday he was absolutely awful. So was Eriksson, he was poor as well. Benzema, we're talking about bringing Benzema on loan, right? But in on loan, to me, bringing in a player who's in his mid 30s on loan is a huge gamble. To me, there's better players out there. Yes, he has experience in that, but to me, it'd be a waste of signing because with this clown in charge, he would just fail like all the other players because this manager cannot get a tune out of them. Oh, hello, LSC Gamer Vlogs. It's been a while, Josh. How are you doing? I'm very good, mate. If you watch our YouTube Shorts video, today I am back in employment for the first time in 4.5 years. I have got a part-time job. I'm working 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, at a primary school. I am a cleaner. I've been out to work for 4.5 years. I left my last job because I wanted to explore college and that. Did a few college courses, and yeah, so I'm back in work. And the good thing is, it being 2 hours a day, I can work in the mornings and I'll be working on my own. So I'm cleaning the school, all on my own. So yeah, that's even better because I have no one watching me while working. I can just get on with the job, go back home in the morning after a couple of hours and carry on with my social life, do my football club, doing YouTube videos, etc. Yeah, so yeah, I can't wait to get back into work again. Be nice to just get out and about again. Of course, it's in my town, so it's only 4 or 5 minute drive, dead easy to get to. And I can clean the school while there's no kids in the school, so that makes it even better. Oh, that's wonderful news, mate. Congratulations, yeah. Thank you. Weren't the owners refusing to sign players Jose wanted? You're the owners, not the managers. Not even a United fan, but Hidditch was one of the best defenders I've known. Used to terrify the life out of Liverpool. Honestly, he was a baller, an absolute baller, Hidditch. I mean, Evans at 36, he does a decent job, but he's not got the pace anymore. And to sign a 36-year-old back up was an absolute joke and a disgrace, in my opinion. If I was in charge, I would not have signed him back. He's done decent, but yesterday, how easy was that second goal Tottenham scored? He got completely fucking outdone, honestly. Owners need to focus on money and business and let management, coaching and players focus on who to sign, unless Torres was on the pitch, guaranteed goal. Oh, look, Torres, he did crap at Chelsea, but at Liverpool, he's an absolute legend, honestly. As a Manchester United fan, I had huge respect for that player. He was absolutely superb at Torres. I loved watching him. Thought Hidditch was better than Rio, just shows the quality United used to have. Rio was good, but Hidditch was just like, nope, you're not getting past me, mate. He put his body on the line. He showed he cared about that Manchester United badge. These days, you have players who do not care about that Manchester United badge. All you have is players caring about the money and the big bucks. That is why football is nowhere near on the same level as it was growing up while watching it. I wish it was, but the standards have changed, honestly. And to me, it's changed for the worse because the bullshit decisions you get with VAR, half the time that needs to get in the fucking bin, honestly. I absolutely get so annoyed at VAR. It's absolutely ridiculous. The amount of decisions, what other teams are having going against them. It's almost like the Premier League got a campaign against these smaller teams because they're the ones who get seen to screwed over the most. I mean, Edison, did you see at the weekend how that injury was completely avoidable. That Newcastle player was offside, and the flag stayed down until the ball was saved and put in the net or whatever. But yeah, ridiculous, because that was offside by a country mile, and I can understand why Pep was furious, because it's already happened to Kyle Walker at Goodison Park. Honestly, it's just VAR is killing this beautiful game, and I cannot stand it. Honestly, I love watching football, but VAR just at times I don't think it's the problem. It's the clowns back at Stockley Park running it is the problem. Also, what was Vidić's weird obsession with getting sent off against their ball bloody time? Mason Mount thoughts he will come back and do nothing, unfortunately. Hope I'm wrong. Oh, mate, he's going to do absolutely nothing. To me, just a complete waste of signing. Like I said earlier on in the stream, thanks for joining, by the way. He will do absolutely nothing. Getting given that number 7 shirt was a disgrace. You should earn that number 7 shirt like others have, not just be given to it straight away. I know why they did it, because it's all about shirt sales and making the big numbers. I can see through this football club, honestly. More concerns with 20-minute whining matches with the officials and playing the sorts. You're paid to play. You are paid to play. That's meant to be your job. But half the time, these players don't do their job. Honestly, it's absolutely terrible. But wow, it's just the standards in football has changed. And like I said, it's changed for the worse. I wish it was still the same as what it was before in the days of VAR, but now you've got VAR, they're not scrapping it, so it's like even improve on it or just scrap it. It's as simple as that. When VAR works, it works, but when it doesn't work, it's an absolute pain in the fucking ass, and it does my head in, really does. Oh, excuse me, but yeah, I've had fish and chips tonight to celebrate me being back into employment. I fancied getting some fish and chips and mushy peas delivered to my home this evening, so that's what I had. Lovely. The refs are, in my mind, using VAR as an excuse for fixing matches. Simon Hooper, the other clown, Michael Oliver, said, yeah, I couldn't agree more, mate. There's definitely match fixing going on, honestly. 100% match fixing is going on, because why is it big teams get away with it and mid-table teams and relegated battle teams don't get away with it? It's just, there's a campaign, there really is. They're all corrupt. FA, UEFA, FIFA, all of them are absolutely corrupt. And the clowns who try to create a European Super League go behind our back, where everyone literally left their homes and started protesting outside the stadiums. That is what you call protest. Fans wearing the green and yellow scarves do absolutely nothing. It's time to up the ante, because look at Reading fans, that is what you call a protest. They cannot stand their owners. They want to get their owners out, and I do not blame them, because Reading are absolutely in the gutter at the moment, which is a shame, because they've been in the Premier League a few times and they're at the bottom of League One. Yeah, it's not looking good for Reading at the moment, which is a pity. I hope they can turn things around soon. But they need to start off by getting rid of this owner if they are to improve as a team. But another thing what annoys me is like these players being the biggest talks about players being backed and defended so much, like Harry Maguire. How many times has Harry Maguire been backed and protected by the British media this season? It's absolutely unreal. Yes, he's done a decent job. I appreciate that, but he's still not world class. There's still better centre-backs out there. I'm glad Martinez is back from injury now, and that's a positive for me, because we've missed Lisandro Martinez. him and Varane work as a partnership. Evans has been good, but it's time for Evans to get back on that bench and get Martinez slowly back into the starting lineup. I know before we rushed Martinez back, and unfortunately, he's had some time off again because he was still suffering with the same injury as before. But hopefully, this time he's fully recovered and he can get back to the levels how he was in his early days in the football club the last season. It's almost on the same level of corruption as 2009 Chelsea versus Barcelona semi-final. Facts, absolute facts. That's pure corruption at the highest level. Chelsea got absolutely robbed. Didier Drogba's goal was not offside, and the way he went to the camera, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. Yeah, he's absolutely not happy, and I don't blame him because that was daylight robbery that day. Reading beat both Liverpool and Tottenham 3-1 in their first Premier League season. That's kind of mad. I completely forgot about that. Wow. That's amazing. Erik called an Arsenal player clever for diving, yet when Jota had his foot clips, he got in his face, chewed off. I mean, there's no consistency in football, mate. Honestly, it's absolutely no consistency whatsoever in football these days. It's just absolutely gone, the consistency. But going back to this manager, I mean, it's just there are managers out there to take this team forward. He is not the one. This clown is not the one to take us forward because, he's fallen out with so many players. The players don't clearly like him. It's like, why is he trying to defend these players? Because they don't care about you. Just do the right thing and step down as manager. That would be my advice. But while he's still getting paid the big bucks, he's not going to step down. But I've been Erik ten Hag out ever since we went out to Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. That is when I officially said Erik ten Hag out, and I've not looked back. He's got to go. It's as simple as that. We are struggling this season. The football is dire. We've gone backwards. I mean, to me, we're similar to what Chelsea were last season. Obviously not as bad as Chelsea because that football club is in major crisis, but we are in crisis as well. There's no denying it. I mean, this season has literally been the worst football I've literally seen and possibly the worst Manchester United team I've ever watched in my 24 and a half years following this beautiful, historic football club. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We're nowhere near the same club anymore because, unfortunately, fans will not up the standards. Any point in signing anyone in January or complete reset required to play in the reserves, they will probably do a much better job than any of them fucking first team players, that's for sure, honestly. Is Shearer still crying about the penalty decision? I mean, big ups Alan Shearer. I do like Alan Shearer, but yeah, he can moan sometimes, like all football pundits say moan, right? Gary Neville, I loved him as a Manchester United player, but he's starting to absolutely annoy me at the moment, honestly. But, as in winning a trophy, say if we won the FA Cup, right? Would that be enough to convince me to be, Erik ten Hag in? Probably not, because what I've seen, he's not the right man for the job. And if he's fallen out with so many players, it's like your days are numbered. And if we have one more big defeat, I honestly believe the Glazers or Surgeon would say, right, pack your bags and now get yourself out of here. This is nowhere near acceptable. I mean, the football we played in the Champions League this season, I love the Champions League, but we were absolutely disgraceful in the Champions League this season. A total embarrassment to the name Manchester United Football Club. I mean, the lowest of them all was losing to Copenhagen away from home. I mean, that was an absolute disgrace. That's another reason why we didn't get out in the group stage. Honestly, just absolutely ridiculous decision. by Manchester United to keep this clown on. He should have gone after we were knocked out in the Champions League, but as long as we're in close contention, I believe he will still be here. But unfortunately, where others have not been consistent, that's why we've only been, say, like 4 points off the top 4 before. But this football is not sustainable. Fans say, oh, you cannot call out your team when you're drawing or lose. You can call out your team when they're drawing or losing, but you can't call them out when you're winning. It's absolute rubbish, because if you watch my match reactions this season, how many times have I called out the team despite us winning games? You can call out your team when you're winning. You're not happy about something. That's what makes you a true, passionate fan. Not like these fake accounts who believe in anything. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But good luck to them all, yeah? Good luck. I hope it works out for you, but I will carry on what I'm doing, and I will carry on calling out the BS at this football club. I mean, Anthony, 21, is our worst signing ever. What good does he bring to the team? He's a greedy bastard. He keeps shooting from outside the box. He's not thinking about his fucking teammates. It's just unreal. Mason Mount, complete waste of signing. Amrabat on loan, to me, waste of signing. He's done good at times, so to me, he's not quite good enough. Amrabat. Eriksson, his legs are gone. Lindelof, he's okay, but he's a bit inconsistent. Evans, his pace is gone. Varane is our best centre-back currently. Maguire, he's done some good things, but again, he is inconsistent. Martial is a lazy bastard. He should be out here. Why the fuck have we still got him at this football club? And he's refusing to leave the football club because he's still getting paid the wages. He wants to run down his contracts, then fuck off out of here. I mean, seriously, what do we have to do to start acting like a top-level elite football club again? The standards I hold at this football club, I know this is nowhere near acceptable. If more people were on board with like what I say, this football club would be in a much better place. But because you've been invested in believing what these big fan channels say, which is fair enough, it's your own opinion, right? But it's not going to work with me on this PR bollocks. It really isn't. You know, I've been following this football club for over 24 years. I'm 31 years old, so I can see through this football club. I can see through the owners, and I can see through this manager. The alarm bells were ringing for me during pre-season when the team was not playing well, and against Wolves we got lucky to get a win on the opening game of the season, because we should have lost that game or drawn it, because Wolves had so many chances. They battered us, and they should have had a penalty as well. Erik Ten Hag is one lucky manager this season. How many times has he got out of jail? Oh, you won these games. Stop complaining. You can only call out the team when you lose, and that. Shut up. Get in the bin, yeah? Seriously, I've absolutely had enough of all the PR bullshit and fans chatting absolute bollocks. Oh, trust the process. Back Erik Ten Hag. The same thing will happen. The players are down tools, and you'll be back to square one again. Shut up. I know what is right for this football club. Seriously, I'm absolutely sick in the back of teeth of hearing so much bullshit. Honestly, it does my head in. Right, let's get back to your live comments. Just for perspective, Liverpool 13 and 14 conceded 50 goals all season. We're in mid-January and Onana has conceded 47. Useless, mate. Not good enough. We got rid of a Golden Glove winner for this useless motherfucker. Honestly, it's an absolute joke. If Fergie was still at Old Trafford, he told Martial to bugger off and also the same with Anthony and Rashford and their selfish attitudes. Facts, he would have done, because he took no bullshitting around. Like Jose, in the end, I was glad Jose was sacked, but in all seriousness, he was our most successful manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. We had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's like a PE teacher. He's good when he was interim manager and had a good start when he got appointed as a manager and that. But then his career went south. Like these ex-players, they get appointed, right? They feel they're going to be delivering as managers and that, but being a manager is completely different to being a player, and they clearly do not deliver. And that's why Wayne Rooney was sacked by Birmingham. He's absolutely useless, out his depth. Carrick is doing a decent job at Middlesbrough, so fair play to him. But yeah, these elite players go on to be managers, and their career just goes absolutely down the Swanee, honestly. Right, let's read some more. Anthony's well, bloody ants from Anson Deck would be more use. Yeah, I agree. Anson Deck would do a much better job. And that's saying something, Jamie. Yep, Jamie and RC Gamer and Vlogs agreeing with each other. What passion? More like regression. Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Should have gone after the nil at Anfield. Don't care about the score. Therefore, we're all over them. Mate, I called it. You should have absolutely battered us. If you watched my match reactions to that game, I said you should have battered us, and fans would be like, wahee, we got a point at Anfield. Let's celebrate. Let's pop open the beers and soft drinks. It's like absolutely pathetic. We just went to Anfield and parked the fucking bus. You don't do that. You go out all fucking attack. Seriously. Absolutely. This is another reason why this Dutch clown needs to get out. Seriously. Do you think Sir Alex Ferguson would accept that? No, he wouldn't. Dear me. And that's saying something. How in the name of blue cheese did Inter reach the Champions League final with him in the nets? I have no idea, but fair play to Inter. Evening, mate. Good evening, Hayden. I hope you're good, mate. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me this evening. I am staying live for about another 15 minutes or so, so get involved. Join in the live conversation. I love interacting with you guys, because when I do Manchester United match reactions, obviously I can only see people commenting on my videos, but when I'm broadcasting live, I can actually see the comments live and interact with you lot. So, yeah. But Manchester United are absolutely useless. Drawing to Tottenham at home, where Tottenham played like the home side in our own backyards, was embarrassing. You have a lot of fans happy about it, but not me. Absolutely disgraceful. And like I said in the player ratings, that was nowhere near acceptable. Parking the bus in the bloody derby, ridiculous. Couldn't agree more, mate. Absolute facts, Jamie. Absolute facts. Parking the bus in a big rivalry. Oh, dear me. Is that where we're really at as a football club? Really? The standards? That's why they're on the floor, mate. Where they should be up here. But nope, they're down here, unfortunately. It's just absolutely disgraceful. How defensive was you boys yesterday? Second half was absolutely ridiculous. How we just shut up shop and hoping to hang on to a point or get all 3 points against Tottenham. Pathetic, honestly. So pragmatic, so boring. Louis van Gaal, I called Louis van Gaal out, for that shit. So you've got to do the same for Erik ten Hag. Call him out for that. I mean, bringing on Scott McTominay for Eriksen. Eriksen was shit yesterday, so I could understand that. But Scott should have scored that header. Didn't even get on fucking target. It's an absolute joke. Honestly, I bet you could do a better job at scoring that goal. That was shocking by Scott McTominay, honestly. How times have changed from the worst. Back in the 90s and 2000s, Liverpool getting results against United was a rare sight, but that's the guy when it happened. Yeah, look, I mean, your team went through a bad spell, and now my team is. So, yeah, look, this happens in football. I accept that. It's all part and parcel. Number 8 was poor yesterday. Oh, honestly, I'm sick and tired that useless twat being captain. He offers nothing to this Manchester United team. He has his moments against mid-table teams and relegated teams, but against big teams, he's absolutely useless. He just goes off the radar and goes missing. LC Gamer 2004-2008 was miserable 4 years ago. Goal against United in the league, miserable. I could imagine it was for you lot, very miserable. Scott missed the sitter. Honestly, human at him, mate. He's in my bad books. Literally, the only goal and win we got in those 4 years was Crouchy header in the 1-0 win the FA Cup. Big up to Peter Crouch. What a player. As a Manchester United fan, full respect to him. What a player he was. I mean, Luis Suarez, I absolutely hated Luis Suarez, but as a footballer, you can't deny when he was on form, he was a joy to watch. But obviously, I have my reasons why I hated Luis Suarez. But yeah, but when he was on form, he was on form. So yeah, fair play to him. And that also was a game where Alan Smith had his horrific leg break. I reckon Southampton would give you a game now. Honestly, you would, mate. You would give us a game. Because the teams comes to Old Trafford now thinking, oh, we don't fear coming here anymore. They're nowhere near the same football team as they used to. It's like, oh, you turn over to Old Trafford, have a free hit, have a point or have all 3 points. Because that's how far we've fallen as a football club. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, teams used to fear coming to our backyard because they knew that if they had one opportunity, they would have to take it because they would know that they were there for the taking. When Robin van Persie was there, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Forland, and all them players, if opposition did not take their chances, we would absolutely take them to the cleaners and punish them. And that's the days I miss. I want that back at my football club immediately. But it's not going to happen overnight, honestly. Because not only is the stadium falling down, the team we got is shit. Behind the scenes, like the coaching staff, Steve McLaren on the coaching staff, absolutely useless. It's like we need a complete overhaul if we are to get back to the levels of being a serious football club again. Man City, you can say all you want about them. Yes, I know they're still under investigation and that, but proper ran football club. They set the standards every year because they want to remain on top of English football. If Unghurst followed suit and took a leaf out their book, maybe teams would be in a much better position. So fans crying about Man City, just it's ridiculous. You've got to respect what they're doing as a football club. I mean, I can even review to Manchester City shirts on this channel, you know, and they do some nice shirts, and I do enjoy reviewing them. And also Liverpool shirts, you know, I review them, then I possibly give them away because I do like reviewing other teams' football shirts. And since I've been reviewing football shirts, my subscriptions have just gone up and up. Here we go. And that also was, yeah, read that one. Wasn't that caused by him trying to block Rice free kick? I mean, I'm not too sure. Maybe you guys could answer that one in the comments. I thought Rashford was brilliant yesterday, in fairness to him. I wouldn't say he was brilliant, but he still had a decent game. To me, he was still bang average, but he was a bit better than what he usually was, but still not brilliant. So, yeah, but that's the one, Jamie. I think Alan Smith was alright, but trying to block bloody John Risa is absolutely nuts. His left foot could kill someone. Yeah, I mean, that could potentially happen. But yeah, like these days in football, you could hardly make a foul, and these days they look at VAR and they think, oh, yep, red card, that's a serious tackle, because they look at it in fast motion. Why don't you look at it in real time and see that that foul was not serious and allowing the players to stay on the pitch? This is another reason why I cannot stand VAR. It's absolutely ruining. But going forward, you know, like I said with Erik Ten Hag, his time is up. I no longer want him and his football club, honestly. Ericsson used to be a top player, but he's past it now and proves how bad your club has become that he starts in a massive game like yesterday. Couldn't agree more, mate. Absolute facts. I mean, Ericsson's legs are gone. It's as simple as that. And it's even a miracle he's still playing football, to be honest. I'm glad he is. I'm glad he recovered from after collapsing on the pitch during Euro 2020, during 2021. That was horrible, you know. But thankfully, he's still here to tell the tale and he's playing football, but he's not a Manchester United level player anymore. Did he not remember when he nearly snapped the crossbar for a free kick against United in 2001? Ah, see, Liverpool fans in the comments, you know, yeah, I mean, this is great going live because I can read all your comments and Liverpool fans having discussions with each other, Man United fans, Southampton fans. This is great. This is why I love the community. And yesterday I hit 750 subscribers. So if you are watching, please subscribe to my channel because I do plenty of Manchester United videos. And also I have a football channel as well where I talk about loads of other different football teams on there. I'm going to post a video on my football channel tomorrow talking about Everton and Nottingham Forest possibly being in huge trouble for breaching financial fair play. So, yeah, I'll do a video about that. We will wait and see their punishments. Erik Ten Hag is at fault for all your awful signings. Facts, absolute facts. All this PR bollocks saying, oh, he didn't get the signings he wanted. Yeah, that's absolute bullshit. Of course he got the signings he wanted. It's just he spent very poorly in this transfer window. It's as simple as that. Honestly, it's absolutely pathetic. Just listening to fans just chat absolute bollocks. Just, it does my head in. It really does. It winds my back up so much. Honestly, it's an absolute joke. But anyway, I am going to wrap this up in about 3 minutes' time. It's been a great pleasure going live. I love doing these live videos. Now I'm getting more subscribers. It makes me determined to go live more. And I will be doing a live watch-along to a few other matches soon. So, yeah, do stay tuned to that. Yes, the connection echoes. That's how hard he hit it. Oh, wow. The point for you yesterday, paper don't go to cracks. 100%. Absolute facts. That's what I said in my player ratings or match reaction. I said it just completely papers open to cracks. It's nowhere near acceptable. We are on our lowest points total ever at this stage in the Premier League season. I mean, fans will be getting excited that we got a point against Liverpool, a point against Tottenham. It's like, really? Is this the levels we're at now? Just fans accepting mediocrity? It's just seriously. No wonder why Lee Gunner gets sick and tired of it. Arsenal fans chatting absolute bollocks. I completely sympathise with him because I'm absolutely sick to the back teeth of it at my football club. Just fans chatting absolute crap. It does my head in. Seriously does my nut in, man. But let them carry on. Let them just carry on being wallies and putting themselves in the bin. Where me, I just say it how it is. I don't hold back, you know. If something was upsetting me, say, anywhere, I would make a complaint about it because I feel as well within your rights. I would never get nasty or anything like that. I'll just deal with it professionally, get the right support and everything. Yeah, and that's why I love doing these videos, because when I am pissed off and in a bad mood, I can take it out on camera instead of taking it out on a person. So it makes it more grown up in me. It really does. Evans played okay yesterday, but there's no way he should be playing for Man United. Couldn't agree more. You're spot on. Absolutely spot on. You're playing like a bottom half team at the moment. We are, mate, honestly. It's absolutely ridiculous. We're not a top level football club anymore. The days being a top elite level football club are gone. It's finished. And it's not coming back anytime soon. Fans excited about this 25% ownership. It's just going to completely, to me, flop if Sir Jim does not get what he wants, because the Glazers still own most of the football club. We're like a collateral business then, because all they care about is pushing it into Tampa Bay. They do not care about this football club. All they care about is making the numbers up for their American football team, which is absolutely ridiculous. Which is why I wished they would let the Qatari owners own it, because then we would have had 100% new owners, and right now we would be looking to rebuild. But the thing is, like, Newcastle, they're not spending big because they're seeing what's happening to teams like Everton and Nottingham Forest, that if they spend big, they'll get in big trouble. So I think the Premier League has definitely hampered Newcastle's progress, I'm not going to lie. And it's about time the Premier League got tough, because, you know, teams have had it too easy over the years. It's about time they started getting punished. Everton, you know, big ups Everton, the Toffees. I absolutely like the Toffees, classic football club. But if they've done something wrong, they should be punished. Same as Man City, they should be punished. But I'm not crying about Man City because, you know, like I said, they're just a well-run football club. And as a Manchester United fan, you know, I have top respect for them. Great players, you know, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Edison, Jack Grealish, Haaland, quality players. That is how you spend money, not like us who's spent over £1 billion on absolute shite, honestly. You should get Diego Simeone from Atletico Madrid as your coach. Guarantee if we had him as manager, you would be in the top 4 every season. Yes, the football would be pragmatic, but we would shut up shop and just try and get teams on the counter attack. Have him, we'd be in a much better place, seriously. But I think it's time to try someone outside the box, because all these high thinking that they're going to deliver. That's because the players just are not on the manager's side. When the players are not on the manager's side, you're going to fail. It's as simple as that. 5 people in here watching. I appreciate every single one of you watching tonight. I really do. Everton have absolutely limbs when they score a big goal. Yeah, honestly, Everton, when they score a big goal, their fans go crazy. But we'll wait and see what happens with Everton to see if they get punished or not. Because obviously, Forest, the worrying thing for them is if they get a points deduction, I think that would pretty much relegate them. Even Old Trafford was quiet yesterday, and that's saying something. Mate, it's like a library. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just, you go to Old Trafford. I've been there before, right? It's been quiet. I've not been since January 2020. Because even when fans have been back to football matches, I've just not been bothered to renew my membership, you know, because it's a 5-hour coach journey on the coach going down. And on the way back, you're in fucking traffic for an hour coming out of the coach park. So you're on the coach for nearly bloody 6 hours. There's a long way to go just to see 3 matches a season. Yeah, I cannot be asked to be a member in the moment. I really cannot be asked at all in a moment. But yeah, and I refuse to give these owners a single penny. That's why if I get a Manchester United shirt these days, I buy remake ones, because I absolutely refuse to give the money to the Glazers. Honestly, I absolutely just detest them so much. I don't dislike many people, but they are one owners I absolutely hate with a passion. But the Glazers, out of the footballing business, I guess they're really nice people and that, but being a businessman, they're absolute pricks, honestly. And I hate them. I'll be honest, it's hard to beat Rangers. Absolute chaos when Rangers score a huge goal. Rangers, when they score goals, they can score some very, very good goals. I agree. Absolutely score some good goals. I actually thought they played quite well against Celtic. Despite losing that Old Firm derby, they still weren't too bad at all, Rangers. But yeah, going back to Manchester United, we have so many problems and it's going to take us years to fix it. I'm here for the journey, but fans thinking that change is going to happen overnight with Sir Jim are absolutely deluded. It's not going to happen because the fan base is the problem, the players are the problem, the owners are a problem, the manager is a problem. It's just like everything is so messed up. But I'm hopeful we will get back there, but it's going to be a long ride. It's not going to be easy, but I will be here on the journey. I will be here supporting the team, which I show absolutely no shame of being behind the team whatsoever. But I will carry on calling the team out when they do wrong. It's as simple as that. Spurs have really impressed me this season, but they were so overhyped yesterday they were lauded as if they smashed you when they didn't even beat you. If they had their star men playing, we would have absolutely lost that game. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I am going to wrap this up in a minute, people. I do appreciate you joining me this evening. Getting a new owner at manager won't immediately fix everything. Bye, Josh. Have a great night. Great to hear from you again, mate. If you're free, do feel free to comment on any of my videos. Yeah, it's been great to hear from you again. Yeah, I agree, Jamie. It will not fix our problems overnight. This is what fans have got to realise. Because, okay, mate, see you soon. Yeah, it won't fix our problems, but hopefully we will get back to being a top level football club at some point. I don't know how long it's going to take, but like I said, I'm here for the ride. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this evening. Just about over an hour. I think that's perfect time to wrap this video up. Big love to you all. Thank you. Bye, mate. Take care. Been a pleasure.